Listen, man, we got Kendrick Lamar Euphoria breakdown. I about to break down every line that he dropped, you feel me? I know a lot of stuff went over my head, you feel me? Because he's a real lyricist. Some people say he the greatest. Some people say he one of the greatest, you feel me? Nevertheless, the man is a lyricist. I know I missed a lot of stuff. I know y'all missed a lot of stuff. He said, I think I know, and I don't know. It probably meant something else, but we about to do the breakdown, you feel me? Let's get into the video. I could have did it, but it was just too much shit going on. After he dropped Euphoria, I think he dropped like 2 more after that. And then after this was over, Drake house getting shot up, P. Diddy over there, you feel me, house getting raided. And then you had the YouTubers thinking they was the new Kendrick and Drake. And I ain't gonna lie, Screw and Nas, they did their thing on them diss tracks. But now I got time for Kendrick. Now we about to break this shit down. Let's go.
Kendrick just responded to Drake's
every
push-ups,
bar
so you know what time it is.
explained.
Here's a straightforward breakdown of every single line on the new diss. The whole point of the diss is that Drake is putting on this tough guy persona that really represents everything that he's modest. Just watch this clip of Drake making fun of Toronto's slang.
Yeah, yo, so man's like you were going to that, and then this means like the group.
Crew.
That's interesting.
It's not. It's really ignorant.
Meanwhile, in his music, he bites every single accent and musical style known to man.
Habibti, please. Ana akid. Inte o ana akhla.
Kendrick flips this line.
What the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga?
To come after his ghostwriting with this line.
Ain't 20v1, this 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you.
And the whole song feels like a warning shot that Kendrick knows more about Drake's Diddy-like, Michael Jackson-like behavior. With the name of the song being Euphoria, a reference to the hit show that Drake executive produced with Sam Levinson. That's controversial for really sexualizing high school. Let's go line by line.
Wait,
that
what?
first sample at the beginning, everything they say about me is true if you reverse it.
Everything they say about me.
Hold on. See?
That first sample.
This
executive
what I'm
produced
waiting
with
on.
Sam
I didn't know
Jackson-like
this.
behavior. With the name of the song being Euphoria, a reference to the hit show that Drake executive produced with Sam Levinson. That's controversial for really sexualizing high school. Let's go line by line.
Okay, so Drake was executive producer of a show that was based on sexualizing high school. See, I didn't know that. And maybe that's why Kendrick also, you feel me? That was maybe another reason Kendrick took the route of saying, you know, like Drake being a pedophile. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to know. Shit like that. This is why Kendrick won by a lot more than I initially thought. See, this breakdown, if anybody think that it was close, because I thought it was close, but I thought Kendrick won. But I feel like this right here is going to just, like, the way that he thought about this shit, like, is crazy.
Show that Drake executive produced with Sam Levinson. That's controversial for really sexualizing high school. Let's go line by line. That first sample at the beginning, everything they say about me is true if you reverse it.
Everything they say
Okay,
about
I
me
know
is
this
true.
part, yeah.
It's a reference to the original Wizard of Oz, starring Michael Jackson.
Everything they say about me is true.
And you know, Drake said
Kendrick's
he
trying to
was
remind
like
us that Drake
He's
is an
like
actor.
that.
He's just playing the part, and he doesn't really belong in rap or the culture. This is a reference to Drake saying this on For Free.
I must have the superpowers.
And he comes after Drake for being morally corrupt, for not being a good role model to his child and to the people that follow him.
You're moving just like a degenerate.
He's 37.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest though. As far as Drake being like an actor, and he be pretending. Everybody know that. Anybody who culture know that Drake just be capping. Like, you can look at him and tell how he act, how he sound, how he rap, how he move. That he's. I mean, we know he's. It's Drake. Like Soulja said, Drake. Like, you gotta take Drake as just an artist, but a lot of artists, that's what they label advise them to do. You got to put on a certain image. You just have to put on a certain image. You feel me? He faked it until he made it, and when he made it, he continued to do what got him in that position. But guess what? Everybody who's saying that, all the people who knew he wasn't like that, they was on features with him. They was around. They boosted him up too. And now they, like Rick Ross, you knew Drake was just a little, you feel me? But you still was on songs with him, you know, boosting him up and shit, helping him gain image that wasn't him. And now since you beefing, you gonna, you know, talk about shit we already knew. Like, it's Drake.
Being a good role model to his child
He's an
and
actor.
to the people that follow him.
You're moving just like a degenerate.
He's
A music
37,
actor
still living
and a
like
movie
he's
actor.
in his 20s or in college. The only child he has is with a porn star.
We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women.
Pretending Pretending to be this mafia-connected dark figure in rap is the only thing he has going for him, while Kendrick has a whole family and is trying to raise his son.
Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that.
Kendrick warns him not to lie about him and Whitney's relationship because he's already been honest about it on his album. And with this reference to the Heart Part 4, which we now know is about Drake.
But don't tell no lie about me.
I won't tell the truth about you. My fans can't wait for me to son your punk ass.
Comparing the two of them to fashion icons. FUBU is for us, by us. It really belongs to and is for the culture. Tommy Hilfiger, on the other hand, there are rumors that he's racist and he didn't approve of the hip-hop industry embracing his brand. The goal of Kendrick's music, especially his older albums, are to inspire.
So that's why Kendrick said Drake is Tommy Hilfiger and he FUBU or something like that. Something along those lines. Okay. Kendrick smart as fuck. He be talking. Get Dinosaur, baby. Dinosaur. Don't go behind my stand. Because if you unplug something, I'm going to pow you.
He didn't approve of the hip-hop industry embracing his brand. The goal of Kendrick's music, especially his older albums, are to inspire revolutionary change. While here he says that Drake makes music for kids and in a creepy way.
You make music that pacify him.
Alright, part 2 of the song, after the beat switch. We get
what I say. Excuse me. This is what having kids are like. You know, they don't really listen until you either A, yell at them, or B, whoop their ass. So you just have to. Now she want Dinosaur after I yelled at her. Although I told her to get the Dinosaur before I yelled at her. You see? You see how this shit works?
Get this interesting double entendre about MJ.
Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house like I'm Joe K.
He had a pet rat growing up, and then he made a song for a movie called Ben that was about a pet rat. Michael Jackson's dad is Joe Jackson, so he's calling Drake his son here. But then obviously Joe Biden also has a Benjamin and Jackson in his house.
Okay, makes sense.
Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway.
This line implies that the song Like That was just a throwaway, referencing Future's middle name, Demon, and Future.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I did feel like that wasn't a big diss, especially towards J. Cole. I felt like J. Cole shouldn't even responded. I felt like it wasn't enough for J. Cole to do a whole song about a whole diss record towards Kendrick. I felt like, yeah, he might have said something about him, which I think he did say something about J. Cole, but J. Cole should have just did a song and dissed him in a small part, kind of like what Kendrick did. I didn't feel like J. Cole should have even dropped the whole song because it was mainly towards Drake. You feel me? But he backed out of that race anyway.
This line implies that the song Like That was just a throwaway, referencing Future's middle name, Demon, and Future's song Throwaway, but also implying he's not afraid of Drake sharing whatever he knows about Kendrick like he said he would do on Push Ups.
This ain't even everything I know, don't wait the demon up.
This Never Have I Ever flow, another reference to high school and possible inappropriate relationships with minors.
Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play.
Wait.
And he brings up tough situations related to violence and legal battles in his life to show that he isn't acting. He admits his defeats and struggles like he did on Mr. Morale.
Have you ever watched your enemy down like with a poker face?
While Drake is setting himself up for failure because he created this persona that never loses, but still somehow we're supposed to believe came from a tough upbringing.
Well, I have, and I felt that both, but I came out straight.
That 500,000 line is also a reference to when Drake.
So right there, he was basically telling Drake, hey, you ain't never did none of this. You ain't never did none of this. You feel me? You came up and you started off in movies as a little kid. You even had on blackface. He ain't say that, but I just threw that in there. You played blackface when you was supposedly posted. Why is you playing blackface if you supposedly already black? You feel me? And you going off of black culture. Because to be honest, it's nothing about Drake that says culture. You feel me? And you can be black and still not be culture. His dad is black, obviously, but he's not culture. But he grew. When I say culture, I mean like, you know, black culture. Like, stop. He's not culture, but that's how he made his money, off of us. You feel me? But that's not how he grew up. That's all Kendrick trying to say.
And I felt that both, but
Kendrick, like, I went through a lot of shit. I failed a lot of time, but I came out straight. Have you ever did this, Drake? Have you ever failed this? Have you ever did this? You ain't never did none of that. Oh my
Came out straight.
That 500,000 line is also a reference to when Drake settled a sexual assault claim with $530,000.
Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case?
Here he explains why Drake's empty threats when it comes to violence really bother him, because he's seen the real impact and it's disrespectful to real victims.
I hate when I rap or talk about guns, then somebody die, they turn into nuns, then hop
It's also kind of a shot at Drake for being so obsessed with social media.
online like pray for my city, he faking for likes and digital hugs.
That's
Kendrick
fact.
argues that Birdman used to do the same thing to try to associate with Wayne for that image, and it runs in the family and was passed down to Drake.
His daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior, they must have forgot the shit that they done.
Here he references the Tupac ring that Drake owns,
Somebody had told me that you got a ring.
claiming he would pay double for it just to reverse the disrespect that Drake did to him with his AI verse.
Rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave.
And then he finally explains his problem with Drake and Cole.
There's 3 ghosts left and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage.
He wants the crown to himself and is ready to come for anyone, whether they're close to him or not.
Love 'em to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase.
Like YNW Melly allegedly did.
I pray they my real friends, if not, I'm YNW.
See, we were so focused on the. See, I caught this bar, but I ain't pay attention to it. But we were so focused on the Drake and the Kendrick beef that we ain't really say nothing about him dissing Cole again, kinda. Basically saying like, if Drake and Cole ain't his real friends, that he YMW. Why you got this in your mouth? Basically saying if Drake and Cole ain't his real friends, he Melly. You feel me? He murdered them niggas. And then he said the part we just saw about them Drake and Cole hugging and kissing on stage, shit like that.
Like YNW Melly allegedly did.
I pray they my real friends, if not, I'm YNW Melly.
Here he kind of expresses that he doesn't care about the GOAT debate, he just genuinely hates Drake.
It's not about who the greatest is, it's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater.
He hates his persona, he hates the way that his voice changes every time you speak to him.
I don't wanna talk on no silly.
You might be able to sell those accents to the fans, but you can't sell them to Kendrick.
There's no accent you can sell me.
Then he references
Right.
Drake's beef with Pharrell, which I made this short about that you could watch, but essentially, Drake bought a Pharrell chain at an auction to fuck with Pusha because Pharrell was getting in the middle of the beef, saying he didn't want it to happen. He talked about all that in Meltdown and also wears the chain in his video for Jumbotron Shit Poppin'. Kendrick is basically saying, why are you beefing with Pharrell when you haven't even won your beef with Pusha T?
Now that's facts. I feel like listen, the whole industry, a lot of people don't like Drake, and it's a reason. You feel me? Drake probably one of them cocky niggas, and it's like, bruh, you know, it's like, I can see why a lot of people probably got issues with Drake, because he give off cocky and not appreciative to all these rappers, because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for rappers who actually, you feel me, was like that, what they talk about in the songs, what they put in Drake in their videos and shit like that, it boosted Drake up. Drake wouldn't have got where he at now without all of those rappers who he think he above. You feel me? Like Rick Ross, who else? He was in some Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, basically all the fucking people, you feel me? They helped boost his career, and now he feel like he motherfucking, you feel me? The GOAT, which the numbers say that he one of the GOATs. I'm just being honest. I said don't go behind there.
They pushing P. Let me see you pushing T.
And he's warning him that this is going to be a lot tougher than the Pusha beef.
You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me.
Calling Pusha by his government name to compare himself to Terrence Crawford, the boxer.
He's Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah.
Oh shit! I ain't catch that bar right there. Drake, I'm sorry. You lost, no question. Like, bro, like, this is really rechanging my whole fucking mindset.
By his government name to compare himself to Terrence Crawford, the boxer.
I did not know Pusha T real name was Terrence Thornton. And then we all know Terrence the boxer. Yeah, okay. This nigga Kendrick be in his fucking bag.
Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet.
Whooping feet is LA slang for beating someone up so bad that you knock them out of their shoes. And that line kind of stands out a little bit on purpose, because if Drake has to go look that up, it proves Kendrick's point. It's the point that he makes with the Crody flow.
I be at Newhall King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody.
He lists off all these things that are native to Toronto culture, but just makes them sound really stupid, which explains why Drake didn't feel like he could come in authentically and be accepted in rap.
Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence.
Kendrick, on the other hand, was passed the torch. He represents the West Coast, and he represents a continuation of a real rap heritage.
How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough?
This line,
See, that's what I was talking about. Like, he had a lot of black features, but he's not really black. Even to this day, when you catch him sometimes saying, he kind of like Karl Anthony Towns. Like, you can, like, they change their fucking voices up, but you can tell like Drake is very not black culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell it's all a facade, like cosplay, like made up, like make believe, like Cinderella in the book. Like it's just dressed up so he can sell records. And Kendrick, like, you the only one like being famous. I got a family. I drop when I want to drop when I need the money. I ain't trying to, you feel me, clout chase off everybody on the internet. But yeah.
Of a real rap heritage.
How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough?
This line is a double entendre referencing both facial features because of the rumors that Drake got a nose job and features from artists, which Drake often uses to solidify what Kendrick
I ain't catch that part. I ain't catch the double entendre. So he was saying how many more features? Like, how many more features? Like, you got your nose done. You gonna go get your lips done, nigga, your ear done. Like, what? And how many more features you gonna do to your face until you feel like you black enough? But I did catch the one, features in the song. See? Drake
got a nose job and features from artists, which Drake often uses to solidify what Kendrick sees as a fake persona.
Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with.
Kendrick doesn't even have any hate for Yachty here. He's just saying that Yachty is the newest rapper Drake is using to stay relevant and cool. This line is a reference to Diddy punching Drake in the face at a party.
You gonna make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something.
He's kind of saying he doesn't even need to do anything to Drake to debunk his tough guy persona because the rest of the industry has already done it for him. He references the rumors about Drake's ab surgery and V12's
Drake definitely had ab surgery
used for that surgery.
Didn't tell him where you get your abs from. V12 is a fast one.
This line was a really clever reference to Control, the first time that Kendrick ever actually called out Drake.
As soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch.
And he basically listed off all the things you're better off doing than dissing Kendrick.
You're better off trying to skydive out the exit window of 5G.
In the rest of these lines, we learned that Drake took out a cease and desist for the song Like That.
Try cease and desist on a Like That record.
He calls out Drake.
I did see that. But this is the same reason why Rick Ross said he had a problem with Drake too, because Drake sent the cease and desist to French Montana so he won't be able to drop his album or something like that. In terms, I don't know exactly what, but basically that's why Rick Ross said he had a problem with Drake as well. And I don't feel like Kendrick could lie and say like Drake tried to put a cease and desist on Like That. Like, that's why a lot of people probably don't follow Drake. He probably go around doing little weird, stupid shit.
Learned that Drake took out a cease and desist for the song Like That.
Try cease and desist on a Like That record.
He calls out Drake's alleged BBL.
When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches.
Let me know what I missed down below, and as always, subscribe for breakdowns of every song in this beef. I'm looking forward to Drake's response.
Hey, I don't know what you missed below, but who the fuck is these two zombies in the... Bruh, listen, this wasn't even like... This was a small breakdown. Like, I could have went to one with a lot of fucking breakdowns. I didn't know this was going to be like that. He caught a few things I didn't catch for the most part. I think I caught pretty much almost all. Probably like 2-3 things I missed. But yeah, this just furthermore explain why Kendrick won the beef. And he was just more strategic in everything that he did. His thumbnails, his don't go behind her, his thumbnails, his titles, when he dropped it, how long he dropped it. You know, like that, all that shit matters when you talking about diss records. You know, the little sound bites he put on certain shit, the beginning of songs, the beat switches. Like, I feel like Drake could be a better competition to somebody who's not a lyricist. But when you talking about Kendrick and you got to dive into them bars, like it was already, Kendrick was already ahead before the breakdowns of, and people actually explaining more of what the fuck he actually was saying. So once you start breaking down and getting into exactly what Kendrick was saying, you know for a fact, oh yeah, Drake, it was over for him. It was over for him. And I think a lot of us gave Drake a little bit more push because, no pun intended, we gave him a little more push because it was Drake and we all expected him to get washed. Now he got bathed. Like he got sprayed down, but he didn't get washed. like we thought. You feel me? But he did get his ass beat pretty bad. You feel me? But anyway, man, that's a wrap for the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. If I missed anything, if the dude explaining the bars missed anything, put down in the comment section. I'm out.